Hello everyone, my name is Jay Bongo, and I decided to try to do something a little different. So if you hear any creaking, that's just the desk, because my elbows are currently on the table. I know, horrible manners. But, besides the point, I just kind of wanted to talk about D&D. And figured I'd throw my lot into the several channels that tell D&D stories and stuff like that. However, as I am not a great artist, like with physical art, that is, I figured I would just probably do some pictures with this. I'm not sure, and just sort of talk. So we all have different starts to how we came into contact with this fantastic RPG role playing game, and mine was in 3rd edition, or 3.5 if you want to be technical, because we used a lot of 3.5 with our 3rd edition. Our first campaign was a long, long time ago, and my dad was actually the one that DM'd this one. It was set in this world called Verdun, which was a tech level World of Warcraft level world. It was filled with lots of magic. Basically, it was designed to be as friendly to new players so that like we could experiment and try different stuff and just see if it worked. My first group is the group I still play with today, minus plus and minus a few members. Um, we had me, who was a gnome paladin named Jerry Evansprocket. Um, That's my first ever character. I'll get into why he's special to me later. One of my other friends was an elf ranger that I can't remember for the life of me, and even he forgot the character's name, so I don't remember. But it was an elf ranger with a wolf companion. And my other friend Warner. That other friend was Rob, who had the elf ranger that we can't remember the goddamn name of. Warner. Now they are a very special member of the group because from the get go, they created the most memorable character our group has ever known, which is Borkon Liptwist, the Halfling Warlock. This character's antics were so bizarre and out there because it was their first time playing, so they tried all sorts of stuff, and being a Halfling Warlock that's chaotic neutral, it just kind of went crazy. And we kind of joke that Borkon's pretty much a meme in our group, when in reality it's not really that much of a joke. He has a small cameo, verbally or otherwise, in every campaign, and it's just, yeah. Out of all of the members, he is the most famous in the group in terms of just memorable characters we've created. And my friend Michael created a human cleric who followed the same religion as my gnomish paladin, who named Nathan Thorne. Now, he likes to joke that Nathan wasn't really that memorable, and for a while he was kind of right because we kind of forgot his character's name. So for a while we just kind of called him his character Michael. His first character, Michael, but no, we all remembered his character. He remembered his character. And today we're going to talk about what makes Nathan Thorne and just this whole group very special. Now, a lot of members remember the first campaign a lot better than I do because a lot of our campaigns have just kind of been mixing around lately. So, here's the summary. When we start, we're in this like prison area that we managed to escape out of, and then, through like some failed knowledge and failed like history checks, we kind of just we don't know why we're there, but we do manage to get out. We don't encounter too much difficulty until we get out of there. In which we encounter 3 orcs, I believe, 3 orcs and 1 orc chieftain. We go up in initiative, and I tell you, in this combat, we started to set up a pattern for what we would be known for through this entire campaign. Jerry Evansprocket, my paladin, had a low strength. And now keep in mind, the stats were kind of jumbled up because this is my first ever time playing D&D, and while I knew paladins were supposed to be strong, I'm like, gnomes are smart, and paladins also like charisma, so I kind of put a lot of points into intelligence, which was not the best decision, because in combat he was pretty much useless. So my first roll ever in D&D in combat was a miss. Not a nat 1, but pretty damn close, because I was only, I think, adding like a +1 to my strength. So I take a swing at this orc, miss. And throughout the combat I would miss a lot, and my group just like would joke around about Jerry missing literally all the time. Right to nowadays, it's kind of progressed to Jerry reaches for his weapon, misses. Jerry goes to sit down, misses. Goes to brush his teeth, misses. Goes to bed, misses. Tries to sleep, misses. You know, so on and so forth. And Rob was like actually doing pretty well as an elf ranger, although in range and without his pet, since his pet wasn't captured with him. So he got some good shots in. Borkon. Now, Borkon was interesting because Warner was as new to D&D as all of us, so they were trying out new stuff. We were doing Eldritch Blast. I can't really remember how that went, but he would be infamous for his Eldritch Blast because Borkon would just use it so much. He had tried attacking with the sickle, and I think hit. But as soon as Borkon took damage, he pretty much had life-threatening injuries already. So then Nathan Thorne is up. Nathan, we didn't know it yet, but Nathan was favored by the dice gods, and so was Michael for a very long time. So in this combat, he walked out to the chieftain and attacked him. Now, his first roll. One of his first rolls ever in D&D was a nat 20. We all saw it. Everyone saw it. I think I took a picture of it on my old phone, but it was so fucking wild. Like, he already had some damage done to him too, I believe, and he just fucking decapitates this orcish chieftain right in front of his cronies. Now, I think I'm remembering this correctly, but I definitely know that's how the chieftain died. He just got straight wrecked by this cleric, this human cleric, who, wasn't a great fighter by any means, but just absolutely obliterates. And mainly the reason why it works so well is because, like I said, we were new to this, and my dad kind of wanted to give us a lot of room to experiment, to see what we could do. And from that combat forward, I have just loved this game so much. I've always wanted to tell stories about it and stuff I can piece together and remember. If you guys want to know a bit more about our escapades and what we're doing currently in D&D, please let me know. And let me know what you think of this format. I'm obviously going to try to be improving it as time goes forward. So if it's a bit spotty, it's because it's a new format. So we're gonna try it. Okay, we're gonna try it. Patience. It might get better. And I know this doesn't mean anything at all since it's coming from such a small channel, but I kind of wanted to thank the YouTube channels Puffin Forest, who I first saw get really, like, as one of the YouTubers that just, like, talks about D&D and stuff. And I want to thank Joe Cat, Dingo Doodles, all that stuff for kind of unknowingly giving me this idea to just go for this, because I like telling stories. And I know this was kind of a short one. It was just a combat, and the journey kind of began there. If you kind of want to see where it went, I'm gonna have to talk to my group, because I can't fully remember a lot of the details because they all kind of blend together. If you also want to hear about my more recent stuff or what else we really do, then I'd be happy to tell you as well. So, I've been Jay Bongo, you have been awesome, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.